Hey guys, welcome back to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be painting a Chaos Space Marine, and this is more of a experimental tutorial, as in I don't know what color I'm going to use next, and I'm kind of making it up as I go, and I don't even know what color scheme I was going for. I just knew I wanted to use some turbo dork paint, and so the first one I used was the dark net, and these color shift paints are best used over black. So this is just the Vallejo black primer. And this stuff's really thin, and we just did one coat, and we're just focusing mostly on the armor pieces in between the trim. Trying to keep the trim black for the next color shift paint that we use. So the next color we use is Ground is Lava. And we're just basing all the trim with this, and it applies really wet, and it looks like I don't have much on there, but once it dries, it kind of solidifies. And we just did that on all the trim. So I was thinking about what I was going to do after this, and I like the sheen of it, but at the same time it's like really glittery, and so I decided to use a matte varnish because I still like the color shift of it. I just wanted to tone it down a bit, and the matte didn't take away all the sheen, but it got rid of a lot of that glossy look. So that's what we're looking like after that. So it started looking a little more weathered once I applied that ultra matte varnish. And so I was like thinking of what I could do to the trim work. And so I used a red wash, the Vallejo red wash, over the trim. So after that, we just used that over the trim, and then I decided to tone everything down with just a black wash. And we didn't thin anything down, we're just doing it straight out the bottle. So that's what we're looking like after the black wash. And we just did the whole model, everything except for the weapons. So next, I'm going to be using a bronze metallic by Vallejo, and we're basing the weapons with this. And then we're going to use gunmetal gray, and just dry brush the weapons with that. Next, I decided to use skin wash over top of those metallics, and I like the way that looked with the skin wash being more of a rusty looking color over the metallic. And then same as the armor, last step, we just black washed it. Didn't thin nothing down. This is just straight out the bottle. Next, we're going to be painting the horns, and I use bone white. And then using umber wash over top of the bone. And then I went ahead and just used white, just a dead white by Vallejo, and highlighted all those grates and the glows on his gun and everything. And then I was deciding on what color I wanted the glows to be, and decided to go with that fiery orange that I've been doing. So using orange fire through an airbrush, we just light up the white, the opaque white that we just laid on there. We don't go completely opaque with the orange, but we get it like a burning yellow over top of that white. So after that, I decided to use a red ink over top of the airbrushing that we just did. And washing basically all the areas that got hit with the airbrush with that glow. It tones it down a bit, and I decided to go back with another white pass, this time focusing less on the surrounding areas and more on the central glow. And then I used the sun yellow through an airbrush again, or I used sun yellow instead of the fire orange through the airbrush, just to catch that white. And then working smaller, then I go back with the red ink and wash all those areas I hit with that yellow. And that's what we're looking like after that. And I was pretty happy with those results for the glows. And then we used that bone white again on the base, and then we just used a pigment powder, the Maran oranges dust powder, and we just caught the bottom of his boots and the base. And then I didn't want it to look dry, so then I hit it with the streak and grime, and I just used it out the bottle. I didn't use white spirits or nothing to thin it down, just straight out the bottle. And then the very last thing I did was glistening blood. I just wanted to add blood on top of this chaos dude. And that's pretty much it. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope this inspires you and helps you create your own schemes, whether it be something you just make up on the fly, or really I'm just test painting, finding out what looks good together and keeping that in mind for future tutorials that I make. But hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all next time. Later.